We are definitely on the final countdown of Grand Theft Auto 6 getting officially revealed by Rockstar. Not just them saying the next installment in the Grand Theft Auto series, but them actually talking about the name of the game and us getting concrete and official details on what's going on here. And Take-Two Interactive, the parent company of Rockstar Games, is going to be doing something later on this week that I think signifies we're very, very close. So this is the announcement they made. They said Take-Two Interactive to host webcast of 2022 annual meeting of stockholders. Now, this does happen every year, but we'll talk about the significance of it. So on September 8th, 2022, they announced that they're going to be hosting a webcast of its 2022 annual meeting of stockholders, which is being held as a virtual audio-only meeting at that website right there on Friday, September 16th, 2022 at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Stockholders at the close of business on the record date, July 25th, 2022, are entitled to attend and participate in the meeting, including voting and submitting questions during the meeting. To be admitted to the annual meeting, stockholders must enter the 16-digit control number found on their previously distributed notice of internet availability of proxy materials or proxy card, yada, yada, yada. I'll leave a link to this site in the description if you guys are interested, but there's a couple of things here that are unique to me, at least, or I should say interesting. Number one is the date that this is happening on. This is the day before the 9-year anniversary of Grand Theft Auto 5, which came out on September 17th, 2013. Now, typically, Rockstar has not been all that interested in the anniversaries of Grand Theft Auto. I will say until last year. Remember that Rockstar essentially centered their entire announcement of the GTA trilogy, the definitive edition, around the 20th anniversary of Grand Theft Auto 3. And then obviously introducing Vice City and San Andreas. And so because of that, it felt like a perfect time to announce the definitive edition. Well, here we come again. We got the 9-year anniversary of GTA 5. We also have, I believe, the 25th anniversary of Grand Theft Auto as a whole coming up in October. And so because of that, we're getting around a lot of significant anniversaries, you could say. And I feel like this would be a good time for Rockstar to announce something about GTA 6. Now, just going on what we've seen previously, all other announcements of Grand Theft Auto 6, or what Rockstar still called the next installment in the GTA series, have happened on Fridays. So take of that what you will. Now, typically on these calls, Take-Two Interactive doesn't really announce anything, but they are usually very reactive to information that comes from their brands. And so what better time to have a meeting with a whole bunch of stockholders than right after something very exciting has happened, like the announcement of GTA 6, which would obviously bump up the stock price and whatnot. In case you guys are wondering, a stockholder is essentially an owner of one or more shares of a corporation's stock. So if you own stock in Take-Two Interactive, you're a stockholder, which means you would be entitled to go on this meeting. The common stockholders elect the board of directors. They vote on certain transactions that might happen within the corporation or with another corporation. So these are the type of people that you're going to see on this, not just necessarily fans of GTA or fans of Grand Theft Auto, but there still could be something very interesting that happens with this whole thing. So we will keep our eyes and ears peeled out for the rest of the week. And hopefully by the end of this week, we're going to have something concrete when it comes to Grand Theft Auto 6 as we are approaching the anniversary of Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, someone that is getting excited about GTA 6, just like the rest of us, is former Nintendo of American executive Reggie Fils-Aimé, who hopefully I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Anyways, he was doing an interview and he basically said he's super excited about GTA 6. So he ended up saying, on my PS2, I played a ton of Grand Theft Auto. I have not played since, and part of it is having the time. Especially with console gaming, it was challenging during my time at Nintendo, and it's even challenging now given all the other stuff I do. I would love to get engaged to that next Grand Theft Auto experience when it comes out and to spend dedicated time on it. So you've got one of the biggest faces in gaming that is excited about GTA 6. You know when it's reaching that level that it's way more than just fans getting ready for this thing, and it's long overdue. If the former head of Nintendo of America is like, man, I'm really excited for GTA 6, you know that it's been a long time coming, and you know that people are excited about it as well. So hopefully that means, again, an announcement for this whole thing is right around the corner, and we can start just getting excited about some like concrete details and kind of have to let the speculation go to waste, or at least have speculation that we can actually talk about with things that are going to happen in the game, like the characters, locations, story, all that sort of good stuff. Now, one final thing I want to cover today, if you guys were following social media over the weekend, you might have noticed that Grand Theft Auto 6 was also trending as well. Now, this doesn't mean that anything has actually come out or been revealed. GTA 6 definitely seems to trend a lot, usually when there's big information in other parts of the gaming universe, or whether Rockstar Games has done something. And as I'm sure you guys also know, the Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth II, she passed away on September 8th. And this obviously sent shockwaves around the world. And I think a lot of people, whether they're just trying to be funny or gain attention or get Twitter likes or whatever the case might be, might have referenced Grand Theft Auto 6 in relationship to that. Now, the only way that we can actually tie this back to Rockstar is they put out something that was pretty respectful on their social media platforms. They said, "Rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth II, a global leader whose grace and influence spanned so many generations." And you might be thinking that this is random for Rockstar to do something like that, but it's actually not, because Rockstar North was actually founded in Dundee, Scotland. It was originally DMA Design. Rockstar also owns 5 studios in the UK and Scotland alone, so it's very understandable why they would post something like this. And that's probably why you also, unfortunately, saw GTA 6 trending as well, sort of tying it back into that. The internet's a very weird place right now. I think just going back to Rockstar, I'd really like to see some concrete information on Grand Theft Auto 6, because it would be nice to finally be able to get excited about something. This whole time, we've just been having to deal with rumors and reports, whether they be reputable or not. And so just to finally hear something from Rockstar like, hey, this is GTA 6 and it's going to take place in Vice City and it's going to take place with 2 different characters and this is what the story is going to be like, that would allow us to get really excited. And for me, that's what I'm personally looking forward to. But I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. As we get closer to the anniversary of GTA 5 and closer to the anniversary of Grand Theft Auto as a whole, the entire series, do you think we're going to be getting some GTA 6 official news from Rockstar? Or do you think this whole year is going to go by and then the next thing you know, it's 2023 and we're still wondering what the heck's going on here? But let me know what you guys think in those comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.